Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another house building video. So recently we've been doing a lot of smaller builds, like whether it be the $10,000 build challenge, which you did a couple of times, and then I've done all those sort of 4x4s and all these other sort of tiny homes, either on a budget or whatever it may be. So I thought, first of all, I want to do another small home because the small homes are really, really fun because they're really quite challenging, and also it's not the size that counts, it's what you do with it. As long as you can make it work, that's all that matters. Look, it's not the size that matters. Although in this case, the size does matter because it's quite small and it's pretty awesome too. So I took an idea that I sort of used in my original $10,000 house build, which is where we had the sort of main portion of the house on a diagonal, because that was really fun. Because when you do diagonals in Sims, it usually makes things more difficult, just because I don't know, it seems to be nothing in the game is ever designed to work nicely with diagonals. It just doesn't. So it always makes it more challenging when you do make a little diagonal section. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's add that on the back or on the front or wherever. I think I've done it on the front in this case. But let's do that because it will make the interior more of a challenge to sort of work with and get it to everything to fit properly. So that's what I've done. I also, there's no limit in this build in terms of budget or whatever pack I'm using. I'm just using anything and everything that I've got in my game to create this build, and it ends up being a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, which is pretty sweet. Well, at least I think it is. I mean, to be honest, I think all my builds are pretty sweet because that's why I've built them. And that's why I like them, because they're pretty sweet. Of course, if you do want to download this, as always, people seem to always ask this, but it is available in the gallery. Although, the only time things won't be available in the gallery is if I specifically say they're not, or if it's like part 1 of a build, then it won't be because it's not done. Unless the final... Anyway, this is available in the gallery. You can click the link down below to go and download it, or you can just search in-game for The Sims Supply. My Origin ID is the same as my YouTube username, just without the spaces, and you'll be able to find it there. So this is using a flat roof because, especially when you do these large diagonal sections, doing a roof that is anything other than a flat roof is actually really, really difficult to get it to work properly. Also, if you want to count how many times I've said diagonal in this video, then feel free to do so, because it's definitely been a number of times already. I know that. I'm trying not to say it, but I guess the angled portion of the home. I was trying to think, how else can I say it? Well, the angled portion of the home. So lots of nice big windows. I think I make sure there's a lot of curtains put in later on, so it's not, you're not exposed. At least I don't think so. So that's good. I think there's some air of privacy in there. So that'll be quite nice. I don't know why I did that with the front door, but I had like this little archway entry that I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just put a wall there. I was like, it's interesting. I'm going to roll with it. Stop judging me. It's going to happen. And so I just did like a little wall and an archway. I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool. So we have the main bedroom there, and then the ensuite bathroom that comes off of that, just in the corner. And then we just have the main living space, which is a kitchen, dining, and living all in one space, because that's just the way it is, and there's no other place to put it. I mean, you could... Oh, I love that flooring. This flooring here, the diagonal, I just love it because it's diagonal, and before that flooring was put in, we didn't have a consistent diagonal, angled, I've said that word so many times now. We didn't have a consistent angled floorboard to use. Like, we had this sort of, well, I don't know, what do you call it, like parquet? Not really parquet, but you know what I mean, like the other diagonal flooring. That's another one. That was the right angled one. It just wasn't right. And that flooring with vampires has a lot of good recolors to it as well. And I was like, you know what, this is really cool. I'm going to use that one. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be sweet. Yeah, so that's quite good. So this month, this fine month of March, we're doing some smaller builds, just because, as some of you may know, I'm away for pretty much most of March, so I've recorded all these builds before leaving. So it meant I didn't really have a lot of time to do any bigger builds. It also means that the hotel build when did I start that? I thought when I started that hotel build, it was going to be done maybe in a couple of weeks or something. I started that on 8th of January, and it's still not done. So, whoops. That'll be done in April. That'll be done in April at this rate. So if you're holding out for that, apologies. It'll be done. It'll be back. It'll be finished. One day, maybe, possibly not. I don't know. Same along the lines of people always ask about the if you haven't seen it, I did, or I guess I'm technically doing the Big Brother house build. Let's build. Hang on, Big Brother. I will search Big Brother. It should come up. So I'm building a house like that you'd see in the TV show Big Brother, the reality show Big Brother, which has like basically, if you don't know what the show is, a bunch of people, like what, 16 people are put in a house for 3 months. Not all of them are in there for 3 months, but that's how long it runs. There's cameras in the walls, so basically every room turns out to be a considered set piece in a way. So you've got to have good camera angles for each space that would work. So that's what we were kind of building a house like based on that. When was the last part I did of that? Because that was quite a while ago as well, and I think I need to finish that off. Part 8 is what I got up to. That was 27th of May 2016. Yeah, that's I should probably finish that. Actually, let's check the newest comments on that. Let's see. 5 days ago. Oh, they're not, that person from 5 days ago is not even complaining that it hasn't been another one. Oh, here we go. Second comment. It's been like 10 months since you updated this. Please finish. Oh, I love that. I love just going back to old series that I never finished and seeing what people say. They're like, oh, continue. Just keep doing it. Oh, here we go. So if you don't mind me asking, where's the next episode? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, buddy. It maybe. Yeah. Anyway, that's a bit of fun. So here's a little interior kitchen area. I don't know what interior kitchen area. Well, obviously, it's an interior kitchen area. I just described exactly what it was. So going through a very sort of, I guess, muted color palette in a way. So it's like, it's very gray in that with the kitchen. And then I brought in the color from with the fruit bowl and the little plant on the wall. And then we got these bright yellow sort of folding chairs for the dining area just there. I think I actually removed 2 of them because I think 4 was a bit much. Considering the size of this house, I think 4 chairs was a little much. I kind of wish you could just... Well, I guess you could. I was going to say, I kind of wish you could tuck the chairs under the table. You could if you just use move objects and put them under the table. You definitely could do that, but I didn't. But anyway, yeah, no. So a couple of chairs there, bright yellow, get a bit of color in there. But I really liked the sort of muted gray color scheme. It just seems a little bit more masculine and something that I would love to live in. I don't know. Is that boring that I want to live in somewhere that's gray? Like, not like 100% gray, but I think just as a base palette to work with, gray is quite good because then you can just add whatever decorations you want on top of that, because no matter what sort of color or pattern you add with gray, it's going to work because it's gray. Gray is kind of like white and black in that it'll kind of just go with anything. So that's why I like it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I like gray too much, but I thought gray was quite good. So that's why I went with it. Because that means we can have the yellow and we have the green there. We have the bamboo with that little plant. We have the other plant on the wall. Lots of green. Got some yellow. For the pop, we've got the fruit bowl that has a yellow in it as well. So I think it's pretty good. So then we just have a little sofa area here with a TV. I love those curtains that came in City Living. Like those huge curtains. I always use them. Well, now I always use them as like sort of half-drawn curtains over big windows because it seems to make sense. It's like, because that's actually how I live my life. I'm looking at my curtain right now, and that's basically what because I have on my office space. It was a... Where my office is now, it used to be a garage, and basically we just replaced the garage door with big sliding glass doors. So then I just have like large curtains over it, and I usually have one half drawn. And that's basically what this is. That curtain is in the game. And I'm like, oh, man, it's just like my space. Which actually reminds me, I did a office build of my actual office in The Sims 4 a while ago, and it doesn't like that build now in terms of what's in it doesn't even make like that stuff. Most of that stuff has changed. Hang on, let's see. I think I called it did I call it my man cave? Maybe. Let me see. Yeah, The Sims 4 room build, my man cave 2 years ago. My room does not even look like that anymore in terms of layout. I might have to do a new one, especially because there's so many new items now. That would be that's really old. Wow. Like I'm looking at this. I think I showed. Did I show? I think I showed pictures in here at some point. Oh, I actually got out my camera and like filmed my actual space. Yeah. Oh wow, that is so old. Yeah, my space has changed a lot. I'm gonna have to redo that. Oh, look at my computer setup. Oh, you should go check out that build, by the way. The Sims 4 room build, my man cave. My room is nothing like that anymore. I also need to do another room tour because I did a room tour of my office more recent than that video, which is more updated. But I don't think my room is anything like that room tour anymore either. Let's have a look. It was on my third channel, which, little known fact, I have a third channel, which is kind of crazy. The last thing I posted to that channel was 11 months ago, so I wouldn't count on new content. Here we go, the room tour. Okay, so the room tour was August 2015. Wow, does not seem that long ago. Oh, the deck. Okay, so the deck outside of my office right now really needs to be re-varnished, and like the varnish is sort of like, it's basically like rubbed off in spots. Basically in the high traffic area on the steps of it, it's like rubbed off really badly. And then in this video I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, it looks so much nicer. It's not that disgusting. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, look at, oh yeah, okay, my office has changed a lot even from that. Yep, gonna need to do a new room tour and a new room build as well. Oh wow. Is that going back in time? I mean, I guess it is, because it is August 2015. Jeez. Huh. Yeah, you know, this video has made me realize I need to update. And also people have been asking, if you follow me on Instagram, which you should if you don't, James Turner YT. If you go click the link down below to go to my website, you can find my Instagram through that. But anyway, my Instagram, which by the way is fantastic and lots of quality content. I posted a picture a number of weeks ago now, because it was a picture of my collection of Sims related merchandise, and people were asking me to do like, I guess, a tour of all the merch that I have, and I guess like a tour video of all the merch, and like I guess an explanation behind it, because there's a lot of stuff in there that is, I guess, quite specialized in that. The only way you get it is from going to a Sims event, which I've obviously been to a few of those, and there's even some items in there that only people in Australia got. Like, it was sent out by EA Australia, like they organized it for press and that, so I got some of those things as well. So that might be a good idea to do as well. I might have to do that. I believe it's my most liked photo on Instagram, so you should check it out. Yeah, so now, anyway, back to the build. With the roof here, I was trying to, because the roof just looked really flat and kind of boring with just concrete. So I was trying to add those little fences to add some detail to it and just add, I don't know, just make it look a little bit different and add some texture to the roof. But as you saw, like, the more I added, the worse it looked. So I tried to keep it like fairly simple in terms of the actual stuff that was added there. Now, we do have these little, I guess, faux balconies around the outside of the build. There's no way to get to them. They're only one wide. They're more there just for decoration. So don't count on being able to access those, because you won't be able to. But right now, we're just going around adding a lot of plants and that, because we don't have a budget. So I was like, you know what? We should probably green this place up on the outside, because the build is very grey. And like I said, I do like the grey, but it is very grey. Like, we need, like, the point of grey, to me personally, like I said earlier, the point of grey is that you can put anything with it. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, we need to add plants and greenery, get a little barbecue area out the back. I think this build would be really good as, like, if I could imagine the size and shape of this build being in an apartment block, and like that balcony there being like the balcony off of, I don't know. I really wish that we could build more than 5 stories high. And wait, 5? 4. Yeah, 4, sorry, not 5. 5 is Sims 3. I wish we could build more than 4 stories high. I also wish that when we did build more than that, the game wouldn't lag, but that explains why we can't. Because if you've been watching the hotel build, that thing got real laggy, so it's a bit... Although, I guess it's not really... I kind of just want to be able to build like we were in The Sims 3 Late Night, where like the building is a huge shell, like, so that like all the, I don't know, 20 floors in the middle are just blacked out. There's nothing there. You just jump right up. That's all I really want to do, is just build on top of a skyscraper or something that doesn't have all the other rooms. I know we can do it with the penthouses, but some of the penthouse lots are a little too big. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I don't know what I want, because we kind of have, I don't know. I just want to, I don't know. I just want to build cool stuff. You know what? I just want to build cool stuff. That's what I want to do. And I don't know. Anyway, so the screenshots here going through it. You can see we got the bright yellow chairs. I'm quite a fan of those yellow chairs. And then we got all the greenery through the plants. It's pretty grey, but I like it. The bedroom, I took a little bit more liberty with colours. Got a bit of blue and some gold in there, which I thought was quite nice. The bedroom is it's fancy, you know. A little bathroom here. Nothing too crazy. There's a few bits here and there. Of course, like I said earlier, you can download this off the Sims 4 gallery. If you so wish and you want to use it, it'll be there for you to enjoy. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to check out some other videos, you can check out some other house builds there on the top right, or you can go to the bottom right and click on a suggested video for you. That'd be pretty cool. On the bottom left, you can go to my website, or you can subscribe to the channel on the top left. Although, it's up to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.